Hey, it's me again. So, I started YouTube December 28th, 2019 was when I uploaded my first actual video. And a year and 3 days later, I finally hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,800 watch hours. So thanks for the support in this last year. I'm going to be doing 1,000 push-ups for my 1,000 subscribers just as a small thank you. And I'll also be doing a little Q&A, which I have the questions on the laptop right here, which you guys sent to me through Instagram. So if you would like to send some questions for any future Q&As, you can follow me on Instagram. And even though I don't post very regularly for videos like this, I will put out a poll or something for a question and answer. So it's around 3:18 and hopefully this doesn't take forever and I'll probably be really sore like tomorrow. The reason I'm doing 1,000 push-ups is also because I hurt my wrist a couple weeks ago and now it feels better, so might as well hop back on the workout train and just do it while filming a video. And before we begin, make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and yeah, thanks for your continuous support. And these questions aren't too spicy, so I'm sure we can do a little bit better on the questions for next time, which will be at 5K subscribers. Yeah, let's get started. So that was 50. And here's the first question. So what has 2020 taught you? I'd say it'd have to be that potential is just potential unless you really work hard. So no matter what kind of background you came from, how talented you think you are, or how talented you were told you were in your early life, it doesn't really matter unless you actually just work. Because having all that potential means nothing if you're not going anywhere with it. Going back to the video where I said I wanted to drop out because I didn't know what I wanted to do, I think it's because of the idea of potential, that I can potentially do a myriad of things, but I can only choose one to actually delve deeper than just hitting the topic at a surface level. I guess I have to try harder and just grind it out in order to find out what I really can do with this potential. Otherwise, it's just going to be potential and it will just be that. So that's the most important thing I learned, I guess, in this year. Yeah. Okay. Second set of 50. Whew, let's go. Don't be confused if you see this in the beginning, because this should have been at the end of the video and I just thought it was useful, so I'm putting it at the front. What does passive income mean to you? How useful could it be for a student like you? So passive income means not having to directly put your time into earning money. So for example, I get OSAP grants and I just take the grants and put it into a stock. For example, I invest in Tesla and I get like return on investment, and that's passive income. I don't really have to do anything. In other words, my money earns me more money, and it's really useful for me because I think it's a really good tool to just be able to build your wealth when you're not earning any income. Just as long as you have a little bit of money from like your previous part-time job as a cashier in Shoppers Drug Mart, for example, because that's my example. And yeah, you take a little bit of money and earn a lot of money with it. But even if you don't earn a lot of money, it's better than just letting the money sit there and depreciate because of inflation. I took the grants that I got from OSAP and I actually made enough money to not have any student loans for the end of my degree. That is very useful. Honestly, I should put this in the beginning. Okay, so that was 100. We're doing pretty good on time. That only took 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Second question, what motivates you to study or work hard in school? I don't really know because I haven't really thought of it. I guess it's to be a little bit more certain about my future, because having the marks for it sure makes it a little bit less nerve-wracking because you have a few more choices to make if you have higher marks. I have to be pretty honest with this, so I guess it's a little bit of pride mixed in with feelings of wanting to be a little bit more certain about the future. So I personally think that getting good grades is something that I want to do, because what am I going to do with all that time if I'm not studying my hardest? I don't know, it's not too deep. Next 50. Hold on, I need a break. Shit, maybe this wasn't a good idea. 328, 150 down. Third question. What average are you getting in this semester, and how has it being online affected your average? I have not got my marks back because the university just opened today, which is January 4th. So I will expect to get the marks in a week. Sorry it's taking this long because usually, well, last year I already had my marks by late December. But my guess is that my average is going to be in the high 80s, so probably compared to last year minus 2%. Because last year's average was 90.8. Going to 200. Okay, starting to slow down. Not a good sign. It's only been 200 push-ups. There's still 800 to go. Question number 4. How do you make the time for YouTube, and what drives you to put out your content? Honestly, I don't know. I just make sure that I always prioritize putting out a video on Monday at the very least. Otherwise, I wouldn't know how I would fit YouTube in if I didn't make it very strict. Otherwise, you're gonna find a lot of excuses to not put out a video that week, which has only happened twice so far, luckily. And what drives me to put out the content is just to answer any questions that other students or upcoming university students have about university or the program, or just to have someone to talk to about it. And secondary drive would probably be getting monetized, even though it doesn't earn that much money. But since I really don't want to work a job like being a cashier, because I've done that before, that's probably a secondary outcome, is having a little bit of spending money on the side, which I honestly don't even spend. I invest like 99% of it. So speaking of monetization, here's a mid-roll ad. Okay, I was just trying to be funny, but I actually put one there. So thanks for watching it. It really helps. And another thing that drives me to YouTube is that it's a way to earn money without my viewers having to give anything for it, because you're watching the video to get an answer to a question or something like that anyway. And you don't have to put anything of monetary worth for me to earn something. That's another thing that I like about it. Moving on to 250 push-ups. Man, I feel my hair getting greasier and greasier. Need a shower after this. It's gonna get worse. See, question number 5. What is your idea of success when it comes to YouTube? I don't know, just keep grinding, I guess. Just like I'm grinding on these 1,000 push-ups. And as I said before, I hope to just bring value to an audience that would be glad to watch my videos. And I don't know, I don't really have any specific goals. I mean, reaching 100K would be nice, but that's way off into the horizon. And I don't know if my content will evolve enough to expand to such a wide audience. Honestly, sometimes I like a small community because I can respond to all the comments, and I feel like if I expand to something as big as 100K, I don't think I can answer every single one of your comments, which I try to do. I think I missed a couple, but I think I at least hit 95 or above %. And here comes 300 push-ups. What is this, 300? Question number 6. What is something interesting that happened during December 31st, 2020? An interesting thing that happened is I started playing a little league again. Well, might not be that interesting, but it's kind of fun, yeah, when you're not playing serious. It's always more fun when you play with friends. Okay, we're going to 350. Question 7. Well, I'm applying right now and kind of stressed out as to what I should choose for my subject of major interest. And the answer to that is it doesn't really matter what you choose when you apply, because that's kind of to gauge some interest. You really choose after your second year, so I'll be choosing in like the coming term, I guess. Okay, 400. Moving on. Okay, question number 8. What is the hardest course in MedSci year 2? In my opinion, stats. Yeah, in my mind, something tells me it shouldn't be that hard, but it kind of was, so yeah, either that or biochem. So, moving along. Wow, interesting. So that's 450, and here's question 9. And if you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button, because this video is actually taking more work than I thought. It's almost been an hour. Easiest course in MedSci 2. Easiest course, I assume it has to be a mandatory course, so I'd say cell biology. It's just Anki, and Anki, so yeah. Just flashcards, and flashcards. And it's just heavily lecture-based. You don't really use the textbook that much, so it's very straightforward. Most of the time, the teachers give you so many resources that you don't know exactly which one they're going to use and test on. They give you the textbook, they give you the lecture, they give you summarized notes, they give you like everything. And then you're just like, oh, what do I do? But this was pretty simple. Just do the lectures and cool. Got it. Anyway, gotta get to the halfway mark. Okay, form is looking a little bit shitty. I'm almost done. But, you know, maybe my wrist will give out or something. But if this starts hurting, I'm gonna stop. So, question 10. What are your module choices for year 3? I mean, I only took the prerequisites for physiology and pharmacology. So, yeah, there's the answer. Physiology and pharmacology. Or just physiology. or just pharmacology. Question 11. How are varsity sports at Western? Thoughts on Ivey as a med sci student? Believe it or not, I was on a varsity sports team last year for Western Dragon Boat. But, you know, the off-season got canceled, which is where we actually do our events. So technically I wasn't. Sports teams are quite fun, and it just gives you another community to talk to and just be able to not be studying all the time, which is great. And having Ivey as a med-sci student, I don't think it's super necessary, but it could be a good combination of business and healthcare, which are usually not thought to be put together. Don't quote me on that. I don't know too much about it, actually. Honestly, it costs quite a bit of money for a backup. Anyway, since my wrist is actually starting to act up a little bit, I'm gonna answer the rest of the questions. There's only 3 more left. And also because I don't want the video to drag on too long, because I'm gonna take a million years if my wrist starts to feel worse and worse. And it's 4:28, so 450 more push-ups. I'm just gonna say it took me until 5:30, which under normal circumstances would probably happen. Anyway, what's a competitive GPA for med school? I'd say in Canada, it'd probably be high 3.8 or just 3.9 and above. Something like that. It's high, I know, but that's just how it is, sadly. Because sometimes the most qualified people don't have as high of a GPA as the other people that get in. That kind of sucks. That's pretty much it. That's about it for this video, and if you enjoyed it, then make sure to smash the like button and hit subscribe with post notifications on. If you would like to see all my uploads in the future, then make sure to do that. I owe you 450 push-ups. But that's about it. Thanks for 1,000 subs again, and yeah, see ya.